My God is better than your God. Yeah, that's not really what I believe, though. That's kind of a funny thing to play with. Ah, yes, the Holy Scriptures of some ancient religious tradition, translated second-hand or third-hand words to discuss. How about these most ancient of prayers? God, most Christians are just so freaking blind. Don't you agree with me, God? Or, God, my sister just does not understand me and how holy I am. And she really should. And it's just so frustrating. Don't you agree with me, God? I call that the experience of isolation and condemnation. That is, accusation, which is the spirit of the divisive one, the devil. One might notice the repenting from such sin and the peace of such repenting. One may have been trying to get God, or even particular other people, to take their side in some more or less imaginary, antagonistic drama. God, most people do not even recognize the importance of religion and how proud I am of all the humility I have developed by serving others through forwarding political satires on Facebook and YouTube and religious satires like this. Don't you agree with me? God, did you notice how unenlightened that person's language is? It's so negative. How can they even live with themselves? Don't you agree with me? God. The isolating and condemning is the worship of a distant God, one that is not within all forms, forming all expressions of God. That's idolatry. That is implying, oh, those fundamentalists do not have as much God as I do, or that person is not created in God's image as much as I am. That's vanity. There's a teaching about the vine and the branches. All of the branches are the vine. All of the distinctions are of language, are language. Each facet of a gem is the gem, and all of the universe, all of life is life. So, in language, we may isolate ourselves, like some me, from some not me, and we may worship that not me, we may condemn that not me, and condemning that not me is worshiping it too. If I say those people are stupid, that's putting attention on them. If I say that organization is stupid, or those, oh my God, did you see those turtles? They are so stupid. How can they be like that? They shouldn't be like that. Or the clouds. Did you see the clouds? Or the summer is so hot. Why? What's up with that? God just, must be some kind of mistake. God didn't consult me on this. Apparently, God, did you forget who's in charge here? God. It's cool though. Everyone makes mistakes. We didn't even know what we were doing. We were isolating and condemning God with our language. One little piece of God, or the entirety of God, whatever. We were isolating and condemning God. A not me, some not me, with language. And it can be a relief to get that. The simplicity of it is just language. There's some mistranslation in the language, like a slight confusion between two similar sounding words when learning to understand a British dialect or idiom, some foreign language or some foreign dialect. Or maybe some little typing error in the software code. It's just like some little glitch. So it's kind of funny, like you see, oh, that was it. That was it. That's all that was. It's not heavy, like this is very important. It's like peaceful, just peaceful. Like, oh, what a relief. That's all it was. I just correct that, but there you go. All taken care of. Wow, that's cool. Oh, now I see the issue. God, don't I agree with you? God, don't I agree with you? That's an entirely different kind of question. Didn't I repent of making an enemy Out of you? Well, if I was going to blame someone and make myself out to be the big victim of the devil, you were the obvious one to make into a devil god. Because the Lord our God is one. Every distinction in language is language. Every branch of the vine is the vine. All of life is life. It's not that after I forgive someone else of their horrible sin because I'm such a holy person, that then God forgives me because I earned it. It's that when I repent of my condemnation, condemnation is revealed as a figment of language, a sign of mental ill-willness, madness, rage, frustration, annoyance, whining, complaining, temporary insanity, or an innocent, instinctual tantrum. It's like we don't even know what we're doing. God does not love me more suddenly because I just forgave someone, even though they're evil and ugly and stupid and mean and antagonistic and egotistical, like I've been. What shifts is that I receive God's love as I let it flow through me to the other forms of the single God. I love the whole tree of God, and love is present. Wow. Go figure. By the way, materialism is totally a non-issue. Materialism is not holy, and anti-materialism is not any more holy than materialism, even if anti-materialism is even more vain. I know the right way. Your way is wrong. I'm better than you. Or imperialism. Imperialism is not holy, and it's not unholy. It's not that anti-imperialism is holy. It's like pink is not more holy than purple. Oak trees are not more holy than pine trees. Women are not more holy than men. Dogs are not more holy than turtles. Arizona is not more holy than Colorado. They're just different facets of, pretty similar things, really. Especially when the comparisons I just made. Now, all of that stuff, those are just a bunch of words. And, the one thing in common all those words have is that they're words. Did you get that? It's not really, it's like, what's the big deal? There never was one, really. So, I know the right way. Your way is wrong. I'm better than you. That's the divided antagonistic vanity, typical of a developmental advancement, in language, really, of about 2 years old, which is way more intelligent than 18 months old, right? I don't even know if 2 years old, maybe it's 3, whatever. I know the right way. Your way is wrong. I'm better than you. Okay? Can you imagine any 2 or 3 year old saying that kind of thing? Maybe 4, maybe 40, whatever. Apparently that developmental stage can take a while to master. Decades, years. Though, however long it takes is just however long it takes. Never was really a big deal. Really. It's a relief. Huh. You're mean and rude and hypocritical and, I hesitate to even say something so harsh, but a materialist. You deserve to be punished. I have utterly no compassion for people like you. Plus, your mama is a whore for the mafia. By the way, do you like me? It all comes down to attracting attention. I know it's ironic and weird to just throw in, by the way, do you like me? But that's really what's going on. It's like attracting attention. Are you like me? Will you accept my condemnation, my humanity, which is, part of the human linguistic patterns amongst them, is this pattern of condemning. We don't need to condemn condemning. We don't need to fix condemning. We don't need to condemn either. It's one option. I'm not even saying don't do it. I'm just saying, notice that it works how it works and doesn't work how it doesn't work, and other things do work in ways that doesn't. So, it all comes down to attracting attention. Or maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. Bottom line is, my God can beat up your God.